Aquarius, how are you? Aquarius, I want to thank you guys for your time and your energy, your love, your support, your strength. Thank you guys so much. And I give all that positivity right back to you. Aquarius, this is going to be the general message for the second part of July. So, roughly the last 2 weeks in July. And this will be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get into it. Spirits, angels, guardians, and guides, help us to see and understand what you reveal so that we can heal. Your messages and guidance is welcomed here. Lead us to good choices, growth, peace, and no fear. Bless us with the knowledge of truth and light and the courage to always do what's right. Thank you. All right. So Spirit showed us two messages here. The first one we have here is the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. All right. And then our second message we have here is the dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. All right. So this is an interesting message to come out here together. Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this little thing too. When I'm looking at this energies together, Aquarius, it's so funny because I do get the feeling like there's like probably a lot of like little nuisance things that you may need to take care of, as far as whatever's going on in your life or on your job or in your relationships, or what have you, because this is your message, so put it how it fits. So, but anyways, there's a lot of things that you probably do need to tend to, on a miniature level, that could possibly, throw things off here in the future. But Spirit is also saying with the dragonfly spirit here is that truth transcends illusion. So the funny thing about it is that I'm feeling like Spirit is saying also, it's good that you're fixing these very, small things, but also be truthful to yourself, be honest to yourself about, what those things are, you know, and I just feel like a lot of the times, yeah, we definitely know that there are things that we need to make changes about, but we aren't willing to like really look deep enough to like see what those changes truly need to be. Okay. And so then we start working on stuff that didn't even need to be worked on. That's the strongest message here that I felt with that being here together. So if there's just anything that you're definitely trying to work on within yourself, Aquarius, or maybe even outside of yourself, those things that, just those little things, those little everyday things that, just kind of need to be taken care of, or, maybe things need like a little bit of maintenance on it every now and again, just be honest with yourself about actually what those things are, because you don't want to be working on something that you didn't even need to be working on in the first place. And then the thing that you did need to be working on turns into a bigger issue. Whew. All right. That was a mouthful. All right, let's go ahead and get some more energy out here on the table, Spirit. What else does Aquarius need to know? What else does Aquarius need to know? All right. Like 3 cards wanted to come. So the first card we have is the Water Jug, creativity and fertility. Knotted rope, lasting relationship. Okay. And then we have boots, long journey. So we have long journey, lasting commitment, and the water jug standing for creativity and fertility. Okay. I get the feeling here that I get the feeling that a lot of you Aquarius maybe wanting to like spend a lot of your time like putting energy into like things that you're trying to create. Whether that's for some of you, you're trying to create life, maybe you and your partner, maybe you and someone who you've been committed to in a very long lasting relationship. You've been together, you've been down this road before with these boots, you've been on this long journey of maybe trying to create a child. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I feel like Spirit is trying to tell me that, okay, somebody is, somebody is dealing with somebody is dealing with the very honest truth and very saddening reality that they may not be able to have kids or conceive. And if that's your energy, you know, I don't mean to be inappropriate or disrespectful with this message, but I feel like someone is dealing with that. Like you and your partner are kind of having to be accepting of, you know, not being able to conceive. Others of you, it could be where you've been trying. Maybe you're just gonna to start to try, and so that was a really interesting message there, Spirit. Ooh, okay. But yeah, I definitely see a lot of you in creative mode. A lot of you are committing yourself to your creative projects. And it's definitely going to be a very long and interesting journey for you, and not in necessarily a bad way. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. That was a pretty heavy message. I'm not even going to lie. But yeah, the message that I have here is truth. Truth transcends illusion. Okay, so yeah, I feel like a lot of you may be kind of like maybe going into, you know, these moments where it's like, you know, you fantasize about how perfect things could be, but the reality is that you don't live in that perfect reality. Okay, so you kind of have to tend to, you know, what you have and what you can do with what you have. And it doesn't mean that you can't create more either. All right, but you do have to look at yourself and you do have to look at your situations from a very honest perspective. All right, so you could be creating your art about that as well. For those of you who are like into, you know, your creation journey right now, you could be, you know, that could be what your art is being centered around. You know, you trying to tell your truth, and you also trying to get those small things very accurate. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this tarot. Let's get one more. Let's get one more shuffle. All right. So Aquarius, this is the part in the video where I let y'all know. If the messages don't resonate, then just leave it where they are. Come back later. Maybe watch, you know, another video in your chart. But if it does resonate, then go ahead and leave me a comment in the box below, because I definitely appreciate when y'all take the time to do that. All right. So under the deck, we do have the Three of Cups. And that's it's actually a really cool energy, to have the Three of Cups showing up under the deck, because to me, that lets me know that, really, you know, underneath it all, I feel like you do want to celebrate, you do want to have happiness, you do want to have friends, you do want to, you know, like, you know, there's a energy of you, I feel like, either being in a very social setting or just, you know, just, you just enjoying the people that you have in your life. Okay. And I also feel like it could be that you are, a lot of you, whatever it is that you're about to get into here with this reading, it could be coming from the energy of you do want honest and positive people in your life. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. The energy here, central energies. Okay. So we've got the Five of Wands. Okay. I mean, not the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords. I'm sorry. So interesting. This Five of Swords energy, it's kind of to me, I'm feeling like Aquarius, you could be into this kind of mixy energy at this moment. You know, you may be at a disagreement with someone, or there may have been some things that were said, but I feel like it's like this energy of where, you know, you feel like, yeah, you know, I made my point, and, you know, I said what I had to say, and, you know, I made my point, and so now what? But it does come at a cost. It does come at, you know, the ending of, either this friendship or this relationship. So it's like, yeah, you know, it's an understanding of a parting of ways, but it's definitely where it's just like, maybe I feel like it didn't have to be that. Okay. Um, and so, yeah, that's so funny because again, with that Three of Cups under the deck is definitely making me feel like, again, you want to be able to like have that energy again. But right now it's very parted. It's very separate. It's very, you know, I made my point. This is what this is, you know, like, you know, it's kind of like, oh God, it's kind of like when you're arguing with someone and it's like you trip someone up in an argument enough to where they can't even do nothing. They just have to walk away from you. And so it makes you feel like, yeah, you won the argument, but at the same time, it also makes you feel like, you know, but dang, I hurt them, in a way. So yeah. Yeah, and then recently here in the past here, I do have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this could have been something to do with like with money, possibly maybe someone not feeling like they brought enough money to a situation, maybe someone feeling like, maybe someone feeling like they weren't enough in a situation is what I'm feeling here as well. Okay. Um, but this could have been an earth sign. It could have been a Capricorn, Cancer, excuse me, well, it could have been a Cancer, but a Capricorn, uh, shit, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. It's like it's like every other word was popping up in my mind except for the one. So sorry, y'all. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So this falling out could have definitely been with an earth sign, or it definitely could have been about a situation of maybe you not feeling like this person was bringing enough, or maybe that person feeling like they weren't bringing enough. Okay. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Wands. So I'm starting to feel like there could have been a little bit of burden here in the situation here in this friendship or in this relationship with whatever this is, Aquarius. There could have been some sort of like feeling of burden, someone feeling like, maybe this is too much, and so then there was probably a conversation that was definitely had that just didn't feel it just didn't feel good. It didn't make things better. Okay. And then the Strength card. So here, so yeah, so Aquarius, I definitely feel like, I definitely feel like in this situation, you are showing strength. Um, I definitely feel like you are trying to be strong for yourself. I feel like you're also not trying to make the situation worse either. I feel like with this truth energy here, this is definitely making me feel like, that this is a situation, Aquarius, where, you have wanted truth in the situation. Okay. Um, and I feel like with this strength energy, I feel like there was a level of patience here, but it did just get to a point to where it was just like, okay, this is getting to be too much, and I have to say something. Okay. Um, let's go ahead and take a look here. Up under, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah. Yeah, Aquarius, I'm feeling like your energy suggests to me like you were feeling like you were having a lot of compassion in the situation. You were again showing this is a very strong energy here with the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you were definitely a resource. You could have been an emotional resource here in the situation. But again, uh, just per this conversation, it just makes me feel like there was just a level that you got to, and your patience was pushed, or you couldn't provide more into the situation than you already had. Okay. The Ten of Swords here in your current environment. So, yeah, I feel like with this Ten of Swords energy, I feel like you're feeling like the worst of it is over. Um, it's so funny. The Five of Swords here, and then the Ten of Swords here. Hmm. Presently, I feel like Aquarius, maybe there's a lot of replaying that you do over and over in your head. There may be like a conversation that you replay over and over. But for whatever reason, you could just feel like it just doesn't add up. Um, or or if it does add up, it's just like, well, it's just too convoluted. Okay. So let's take a look here. Here, yeah, the Five of Cups. I get the feeling with the Five of Cups, this falls in your area of like hopes and your fears. So with this Five of Cups energies, this could be like a regretful energy. It's like maybe you regret maybe saying certain things, or maybe you regret like how long you lasted in a particular situation. I feel like you feel like you were probably, ooh, I feel like Spirit is saying you were probably lying to yourself in this situation for a minute. And so there's some hurt there, right? Where you kind of feel bad on your own end. You kind of feel bad for that other. This is definitely like a love relationship. I'm not even gonna lie, but I feel it's like you feel like you regret the time and effort that you, in strength and energy and the resources that you gave to this relationship. You regret that, but you also feel like, I think you feel sorry as well for that other person, because you realize that they're hurting too, and the things that they probably did in this relationship maybe came from a place of hurt as well. Okay. So let's take a look here. Outcome card here is the Empress. All right. So look, the energy here, I like this though, because I do feel like whatever needed to happen here in this situation was supposed to. This Empress energy here is lining up with the Five of Swords and the Strength card. So this is telling me, I think Spirit is saying, whatever you did, Aquarius, even though you maybe stayed in a situation longer than you needed to, I feel like Spirit is saying, there was a lot that you still needed to learn while you were there. And now that that's over, you can actually move toward healing and growth. And again, you can put time and energy into your own passions, like we were doing before. Okay. So, like we were talking about before, I mean, so Aquarius, tend to the small things, be truthful. So this could be about yourself in relationships. There may be some certain thing that you're looking for in relationships, but the truth of the matter could be that, maybe commit yourself to yourself, and watch your own growth, and heal from heal from certain things first. I'm not, I'm not telling you not to get into another relationship, but I do feel like Spirit is saying, just be honest with yourself right now. You know, you got yourself out of something, and now you have the capability, even though it may have been like a bitter end, but now have the time to be able to invest the resources that you have into your own things, and into yourself, and then you can heal and grow from there. And like I said, again, some of you may be finding, oh, okay, Spirit, I know I had that message about those of you who may be trying to conceive, but and you haven't been able to. For some of you, I am feeling like you may be finding yourself, after a long time of trying to conceive, that you finally are able to. Okay. So I know I said that some of you probably won't be able to, and some of you may not be able to, but of course this is a general reading. So some of you guys can be actually getting ready to discover that, you have conceived after a very, very long time of trying. And all it took was you being able to be honest with yourself about maybe something, or just about something, and you had to tweak it in order for you to maybe get there. And I know that sounds funny, but stuff works like that all the time. So so Libra, I mean, not Libra, I'm sorry, Aquarius, let me know how this works out in the comment box for you. I definitely appreciate your time and your energy, your love, your support. This is a very, 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 very heavy reading, very serious, but not bad at all. Okay. So again, I enjoyed your time, Aquarius. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.